to score as many points as possible in the coming races.
Is it just form on your side, or is it the fact that the car is not where you want it now compared to where it was at the start of the year?
It has changed a bit in that regard. I think when we went to Barcelona, I found a bit of a different balance compared to what I wanted. But I think now we've come on top of that. We've made some good progress. We've had some good race pace in the last few races, but qualifying hasn't been going our way. So yeah, I think it's just how it is. You know, through the years, sometimes you have a bit of bad races, but it's important where we finish in Abu Dhabi, I think.
All right, thank you. Best of luck to you this weekend. Valtteri, thank you for waiting. What an incredible qualifying by you guys last weekend. 5th and 7th. How much was that a surprise to you?
It definitely was a positive surprise. We took that result happily on Saturday, but I think everything kind of came together. We had the upgrade in Silverstone. We learned a bit more about it in terms of the setup, and then the track just suited our car pretty well, I think. So yeah, just those type of corners that Budapest offers seem to work well for us. Unfortunately, in the race, we were not quite on the same pace as in the quali. And yeah, was a bit unlucky at the start as well. So yeah, no points, which is of course disappointing after that kind of Saturday.
Where was the car especially good in Hungary?
I would say all the twisty stuff, like all the lower speed corners, the long corners, it seemed good. And also it feels like whenever there's more straight line, it's a bit more of a struggle for our car at the moment. So let's see how we go here.
Well, what about here then, with that long 20-second flat-out segment from turn 1 up to Les Combes?
I would definitely myself say on paper Budapest would be stronger for us than here, but yeah, also now this weekend I think the weather is going to play a big part. It's a sprint weekend. There's going to be opportunities. So yeah, we still try and keep maximizing everything with the new package and learning about the setup and hopefully squeezing a bit more out of it.
And Valtteri, can you just sum up the season so far? You've scored 9 points as a team after 11 races. Same point last year, 51 points.
We, until this point of the season, we haven't met the targets we set as a team, and everyone accepts it and is working as hard as ever to get back up there. But it is the situation now. We're not, satisfied with it, but it is motivating to see that even with small gains you can make good progress. So yeah, again, progress, improvements. That's the key for the second half.
All right. Thank you, Valtteri. Best of luck this weekend. Let's open this to the floor now. Please give your name and publication. First question. Yep.
David Croft, Sky Sports F1. Good afternoon, gentlemen. It's a question for you all. Sorry, Tom. Don't often talk tyres, but I often hear you saying your views don't get taken into consideration. So give me your views. If the F1 Commission votes to remove tyre blankets for next season, what are your worries about going into racing without tyres that have been warmed in the blankets, or what do you think could benefit the sport by doing so?
Kevin, let's start.
I think no blankets. I've done a test and it's okay. The tires are what they are. When they're hot, it's okay, I guess. But the warm-up phase and the out laps are gonna be super tricky. I think on in a race situation, when you need to hurry up on the out lap, I don't think it's gonna be that much fun. So unless they improve that, I don't know if it's gonna work.
I didn't test these tires, but listening to Kevin, I think it also takes away, some strategy games in the race, because you cannot undercut people anymore. And we've seen different category trying it as well. On a dump track or something when you have to switch to slicks, and yeah, I just don't think it is the right thing to do with the technology we have at the moment. Obviously trusting Pirelli to do a good job with it, but if you have a tire that works at cold temperature, it will degrade massively. That is always the problem that you face, with tires.
Lewis, please.
what they said, basically. I've already spoken about this, so not really much more to add to it.
Okay, check out anything from you?
Just a safety concern on the drivers. I've done the test. I did it last year in Monza, and I think it's the main concern, that outlap.
I think everything has been covered except from my side. Yeah, the pressure rise is still an issue because obviously you need to still start with a certain minimum pressure. But once there's such a big difference on the temperature, obviously the pressure gets very high, and that means you lose grip. More degradation. And if you're following another car, then it's even more worse. So there's still work to do.